Hey everybody, so I promised you to see how this thing is getting on after his testing yesterday. So quick recap, Diesel has been showing various different signs that we weren't really sure, was it cognitive dysfunction, was it something else? His actual eyes themselves were fine. But his reflexes on his left side were slower and appeared like he wasn't able to see properly out of his left eye. He behaviourally has just had some changes, staring into space, looking for shadows, pacing a lot. We had a couple of nights last week where he was unable to settle. He not really able to hear you properly, wobbliness, bumping into things. So initially we thought cognitive dysfunction. So we went to have, obviously get the vet to look. We weren't sure at that point if it was his eyes, so we saw the ophthalmologist. An ophthalmologist was happy with the eyes themselves. We then obviously went for neuro referral, so that's what happened yesterday. And agreed, with the vet, something just didn't seem quite right. There was definitely changes there that needed investigating. So I spent all weekend thinking of the worst and genuinely believed that that's where this was all heading. And he had his MRI, he had a spinal tap and some bloods taken because we're going to check for other things as well. But I posted up his MRI results to see if anyone would guess, and it came close. So there's two parts, one I expected, one I didn't. The one I expected was there are absolutely some changes. You can see on the scan there's two areas where it's quite opaque, where this is consistent with what we see with older dogs that have cognitive decline. So that cognitive dysfunction, again, exactly what we've been seeing. So we're pretty happy that's one of the issues. We have obviously taken the other the samples just to rule out if there are any other causes of any inflammation of the brain, because there are certain other diseases that can do. So we are ruling that out, but happy there. The second part I completely did not see coming, and I don't think anybody, knowing Diesel, knowing him symptomatically, wouldn't have been an obvious direction. But if you can see on his MRI, obviously he's got his brain, and then just below that on what would be his left but is on the right of the image, there's this big white ball. And that is a sac of fluid in his ear. So he has a middle ear infection that potentially could be pressing on the optic nerve, could be related to the eyes. We can't say 100% it is, can't say it's not. But I was not expecting to get he has a middle ear infection off this. And in terms of symptom wise, he hasn't got the typical otitis, that inflamed external ear. We haven't got discharge, redness, swelling or anything like that. So it definitely wasn't an obvious thing. So bless him, he gets antibiotics. We get to see if that improves. Let's see if it improves his some of the issues he's been having. Makes sense, balance, not really hearing so much. It all makes sense that could be part of the reason that he's been having issues. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you posted in the next few weeks.